I'm so married to this, and I ain't married to the game. I'm married to my own passion. You know, the song probably took 2 hours because Jay-Z wrote his verse in the car when I picked him up.
Wow.
So his brother like, yo, give me that song right now. I need that right now. That night that they was in the studio in Atlanta, I was in the studio with them. Even with me saying it, I'm like, why was I there?
Right. What's going on, y'all? I'm Mia Bell, your host of BET Talks, and the nerves are kicking in, okay? Because I'm sitting next to a hip-hop legend, the iconic music executive, the cultural shapeshifter, not only in business, but in entertainment, the executive producer of Magic City and American Fantasy, Jermaine Dupri is here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I know you had a long night at Magic City.
I cut it short so I could come here.
Yeah, and you came to work.
We getting it right. We getting it right. Whatever they put in this is getting it right.
How are you feeling, Jermaine Dupri?
I mean, I feel better after last night. This whole documentary about Magic City, I don't know how the rest of the world is going to take it. I don't really care in the beginning. But as we started getting closer to it coming out and I see people writing about it, and I start getting a little nervous. I mean, I still don't really care what people say.
Right.
But you got to pay attention to it. But last night I really got an opportunity to see what this documentary is going to do to that club. Possibly what it's going to do to strip club culture in itself.
Right.
So if I can be the person that helped impact that space, I feel like I've done my job.
Of course, absolutely. The vessel to start this conversation, something that we're going to do right now with the game that we call This or That. But for you, because you're a legend, I just need you to explain this and that.
Okay.
Because you've experienced it all, okay?
All right.
First, I'm going to start sweet because we do know you're a girl dad, of course, to some daughters. And you're also a son, and that's how you started in the business at a very early age. So this and that.
I don't even know how I became a girl dad.
I could tell you that.
That's God. I didn't ask to become a girl dad. My daughter actually taught me to stop acting like this space wasn't my space. What I mean by that is one day she had practice or something, and I called her and I was like, I can't make it because I had to do something in the studio.
Right.
And she was like, Dad, don't you tell them what time you got to be at the studio?
Right. I know that's right.
The studio is my space. It's my studio. It's my session. I can tell people what time we gonna work, right? Like she basically was like, you gonna tell me you gonna miss what I'm doing for a time that you can move whenever do whatever you want to do. And I mean, it sounded crazy coming from her at the time, but it made me realize like, oh, you know what? You're right.
And when it comes to being a son, you know, your father welcomed you into the business. You've got your eyes and your hands on it at a very early age, and it really changed the trajectory of your life, your career.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
If I had to tell people my story about me and my dad and the way I was with my dad when he was working with these groups and the things that I was around, it don't sound believable.
Right.
This is my life. It is what it is. But I was like, talking to like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis one day, and they was explaining to me when Prince fired them, they took this trip to Atlanta to work with SOS Band.
Okay.
And that night when they did that, it snowed in Atlanta and they got stuck and they couldn't go back to the show. So Prince found out what they was doing and he fired them. That night that they was in the studio in Atlanta, I was in the studio with them.
Wow.
It don't sound realistic, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. It don't. Even with me saying it, I'm like, why was I there?
Right.
I wasn't there to work. I wasn't there to learn. But my dad was working for SOS Band, and I was with my dad. I just was a kid that was in the studio.
You were the fly on the wall in real life.
100%.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to these different forums that we all got to see, like Yo MTV Raps, that's this, and that is Rap City, you know, the basement. You have brought so much music to us. You founded so many artists, and I know you have memories on both ends. So give us one from Yo MTV Raps.
I think Yo MTV Raps, for me, it felt like the most authentic hip-hop show that you could possibly be on. Because Fab Five Freddy felt like the word hip-hop in itself.
Yeah.
Fab Five Freddy was the guy like, you had to be like, if you weren't in hip hop, if you didn't get no interview from Fab Five Freddy, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Right? I got Crisscross on there, and I was telling them if they ever got a conversation with Fab Five Freddy, how serious that conversation was, and they had finally gotten to like the face of what I felt like hip hop was.
Yeah.
That's my fondest memory of Yo MTV Raps. And then Rap City. Right, you could be on Rap City, and your video could be on there, but if you ain't go to the basement, it felt like the same thing. It felt like you just wasn't breathing the air that everybody else was breathing. That's how important these shows were to me.
Yeah, and you brought us a lot of music through these shows too.
Oh yeah.
Now when it comes to Money Ain't a Thing, or Welcome to Atlanta, give me some knowledge on that. There was a party in the studio?
Nah,
Magic City
it wasn't
energy?
never, like, even when we did Money and Thing, it was like so like low key. It was just me and Jay in the studio.
Yeah.
Wasn't no entourage. It was just me, him, and the engineer. There wasn't nobody in there. It wasn't even like that type of vibe. You know, the song probably took 2 hours at the most. Because Jay-Z wrote his verse in the car when I picked him up. So he had his verse before he even got to my house.
Wrote it in the car.
Yeah, because I gave him an idea about what we was going to talk about. Jay-Z, he can take a concept or a topic. That's all he needs is a topic, and he'll start writing based on what the topic is without even hearing the music. When we got to my house, I played him the beat that I was like, this is gonna be the beat. And he's like, I'm ready. And I was like, what? How? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's my fondest memory of that. That's the first time I saw him do this Rain Man thing that everybody keeps talking about.
Yeah.
And then with Ludacris, the Welcome to Atlanta song would have never come about if I didn't see Ludacris video. Because in the video, the Throw Them Bows, he's upside down, and under him is a doormat that says Welcome to Atlanta. When I saw the doormat, I'm like, I need to do a song called Welcome to Atlanta. Like, I always felt like this city was never like considered. Like, when I used to go through the airport, they used to have these t-shirts that say New York, DC, Chicago, London, or something like that. London. Atlanta, never on that shirt. And that was like what drove me to want to make Welcome to Atlanta. It was like, I'll watch the Laker game, they playing, we love it, we love LA. Watch the Yankees game, you know, Frank Sinatra. I'm like, what does the Braves play? What song do they got? And then it was like Georgia on my mind. I'm not from Georgia, I'm from Atlanta.
Right. Welcome to Atlanta for me was such a discovery of what really happens in Atlanta, the fun in it, you know, the way you guys party, the way that you celebrate hip hop, and the fun that you have in the music.
I didn't think Welcome to Atlanta was gonna do nothing, honestly, because I thought that I was just making a song for Atlanta.
For the city.
I thought for sure New York wasn't gonna play Welcome to Atlanta. Because I felt like we was just talking about Atlanta and then nobody want to hear about what I was talking about. That's what I thought.
And we all loved it. Am I right? Welcome to Atlanta. Now let's get to Freaknik. And Magic City. Give me a little bit of both, because I do know when my director, Ramon, was working on a Freaknik documentary back in the day, you know, he got to ride around and visit all these different spaces with you. So please give us the energy in real time of what these spaces were like and what we're getting ready to see in Magic City.
I grew up in Atlanta not knowing that the rest of the world wasn't like this.
Okay.
I didn't know Atlanta had a nudity law that the rest of these major cities don't have either.
Yeah.
It's a nudity law that was passed where strip clubs could be completely nude, or clubs could be completely nude, whatever you wanted to do. And at that time, that's what made all of these strip clubs pop up in Atlanta. There's a strip club on every side of town in Atlanta, maybe 2 or 3. Like, it's one on the north side, 2 on the north side. You know, you got Strokers on the east side, Pinups on the east side. You used to have Jazzy T's on the east side. You had Playboy Palace on Old National. You had Nicky's, Lil Nicky's, Onyx.
Oh my God.
No, I'm telling you, it's strip clubs everywhere in Atlanta. Everybody think just because we talking about Magic City, it's the only one. It's a strip club. Every neighborhood in Atlanta, it's a strip club. And you got the Blue Flame. People go to And each one of the people that's from like wherever they from, they go to this certain club.
Right.
As I got older, becoming the connoisseur of strip clubs,
for music purposes.
Yeah, I went to Houston one time and I'm like, yo, why they not naked? Mm-hmm. And they's like, well, they can't. This is topless, and I'm like, topless?
Right.
I ain't spending no money in here.
I ain't coming here for that.
I ain't doing. I'm not doing that. I'm like, I could spend $10 in Atlanta and see everything. Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, why did you feel like this was so important for this story to be told on this huge platform? What did Mr. Magic mean to you, and just his come up in this space too, and being able to make so many people so much money? Because you was spending 10 bands every week up until when? Yesterday?
I actually went light last night. There's some guys in there that went really, really heavy last night. Mm-hmm. 2 different crews. But no, I think that it feels like hip hop lost its creativity as far as like pushing out content that speaks to the culture about the culture.
Right.
I feel like somebody got to put the content out there.
Right. Now, I was surprised to see Drake on, the list of producers.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to the music, I understand it, but I really want to know how he contributed in this space.
It wasn't my move.
Okay.
It was because it was other people that's part of this as executive producers as well, Jamie, and Cole, and so they had ideas, right? And I think that Drake and Jamie's family is really close, right? But Drake do make strip club music,
right,
and Drake does go to Magic City. So when I started thinking about it, I was just like, you know what? It says a lot for somebody from a different country to be talking about a club, a little bitty club in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a big statement. Mm-hmm. He's from a whole different country. He ain't from, like, around the corner.
Right.
Like, you talking about people in Toronto gonna be watching this, talking about wanting to come to Magic City.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy to me, right?
How did hip-hop become a tester in strip clubs, especially Magic City, where artists are going to the strip club to test the record out and, see what the reaction is?
Last night it was a group of guys in there. I think they was from, where they was from, Rock? Dallas.
Okay.
So just him knowing, he don't even know them. Mm-hmm. But he heard the DJ say the crew was from Dallas. Mm-hmm. They got on the stage and they played their record. I heard their song. 2 Chainz heard their song. Mm-hmm. Tip was in there. He heard their song. Young Dro was in there. He heard their song. Dave Chappelle was in there. He heard their song.
Oh, y'all was all outside last night.
And I was popping in Magic City last night. My point is, that's the life of what Magic City and these strip clubs can do for music and rap music anyway. And it's not just me. It happens for anybody. And like I said, I feel like if you figure it out, it's worth your while to go and spend a little bit of time in these spots and try to do that.
Yeah. And when did it become a competition of who's spending the most money? And just a hub for entertainers.
I think it's always been a space about spending money.
A competition at it? Who's throwing the most? Who's hitting that ceiling?
I think before Money in the Thing, I don't know if people was throwing money. I don't remember a video, and y'all can pull it up. Find me a video that was on air where some rapper was throwing money in a video before Money in the Thing. I don't know what video this was.
Right.
But maybe it was one. Maybe they was throwing money. Well, I don't know. All I know is once we started throwing the money in video, that became a thing. Because you used to hand the money to the girls, right? It's just
really? I don't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you used to hand it to them.
Just like that?
Yeah, you just give her
tuck it in?
Yeah. But we turned it into this throwing money thing. Yeah. And we're actually getting cheated, basically. Mm-hmm. We are, the customer. Because the dance ain't but $10. Yeah.
And y'all in there throwing hundreds.
$10,000, $20,000.
Right.
They not dancing $10,000 worth of dances in there. They getting away with murder. I mean, they got to split the money, but at the end of the day, like, if you think about it, if somebody was just coming in and just paying these girls, they go $10 every time they play a song, it wouldn't be the same activity.
Yeah, you changed a lot of lives in there.
Yeah.
When it comes to women, how are women represented in Magic City? Black women, to be specific.
Yeah, black women will probably leave with a different appreciation. The girls actually are speaking. It's not me talking about the girls. It's not another man. It's not a man talking about the girls. It's the women actually telling you their story. And you learn their thoughts of what strip clubs were prior. And then they start telling you about, you know, once they got into it, what the life was. You still might not be with it because it's not for everybody. But at the same time, you definitely will have a better understanding because we have the authenticity of the women that actually dance in the club now, that was in the club in the 80s, in the club in the 90s. We have all of those girls in this documentary.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be empowering for women who are in the club now?
I saw more women in that club last night than I've ever seen. And it used to be a time when I used to go to the strip club and I hear regular girls that's not speaking, that's not dancers, say, oh, y'all going to Magic City. They talk down about going to the strip club. Girls are in the strip club now like this the club, like this the nightclub. So, I don't know. I think this new millennium girl don't see the strip club as a bad place.
Right.
So I think that, the feedback should be more positive than it probably would have been if it was the 90s.
Okay. Can we talk about the album, the soundtrack that goes along with this docuseries?
Yes.
Who is on it?
Man, let me pull my phone.
I'll let you pull your phone out for that. Yeah, what features we got on there? I know you have 2 singles out now.
The first single is Me, Tip, and 2 Chainz and Young Dro. It's called Turnaround.
Yep.
The second single is called Magic City Money with J Money, Sean Paul, Barnaby, and Bankroll 9.
I want the exclusives. We heard those.
I got a record that's me and CeeLo called Always Be There For You.
Okay. Are you in all of these studio sessions?
Oh, it's all me. It's everything is me.
Yeah, you better watch what you say.
No,
Might end up having a really...
It's interesting that you started this conversation off talking about this or that, right? Because the next single is called This or That.
Really?
And it's Rich Homie Quan record.
Wow. Rest in peace.
And it's crazy because when I got the record, I wasn't thinking that it was going to be like, I just want to put Rich Homie Quan on the album to honor him. And I didn't actually know what it was going to be like, right? I didn't know what I was going to get when it was offered to me. And the first song that I played, the first line he says is that I could take you out the strip club, no more nights at Magic. And I was just like, what did he just say? Like, wait a minute, wait. If the universe is not speaking to me right now, right? And I was like, told his brother, like, yo, give me that song right now. I need that right now.
Wow, Rich Homie Quan, rest in peace.
I got a Travis Porter Bow Wow record. I got a record with Quavo and Ludacris.
Okay.
I got a record with K Camp and Lucci. I got a record with Killer Mike and Big Boy.
Killer Mike, okay.
Man, I got a bunch of records.
Yeah.
I got a record with Lil Jon, Princess from Crime Mob, Sean Paul. I got some records.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like it's filling a void in hip hop right now? We're 52 years in this month.
I don't know what this does for the overall scope of like hip hop. I wanted you to hear what I heard growing up. I wanted you to hear what I heard in the middle of me becoming who I am today. I feel like I'm just trying to paint a picture for this side of the wall. I don't know that I'm painting a picture for the entire wall.
I think you are.
I hope so, but I'm not focused on. I'm really more focused on, like I said, making sure that it fills the space, because in the strip clubs, the strip clubs feel like they lost the focus of what strip club music was.
Right.
I'm just filling the space for what I feel like has been missing in this space. Yeah. If it bleeds over to the rest of the world, then
so be it.
That's the gravy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, before you get up out of here, because I know you got to get ready for the strip club tonight.
Oh, yeah. I ain't say I was going.
You did. You didn't say you did.
You want to go?
You just checked.
You want to go?
Only if you throw in 10 bands.
Oh, well, you want to watch me throw $10,000?
If I could keep a little.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, yeah.
So, before you get ready for that, where are you in your personal life, and how do you make sure that you're okay to have these late nights in the strip club and these, studio nights and really moving around and working this project, working the music? Where are you, and how are you taking care of yourself?
I mean, when you say where am I mean, listen,
personally,
I'm just like, I'm so married to this, and I'm married to the passion. I ain't married to the game. I'm married to my own passion. I'm just passionate about making music, so it don't really be like, I'll be tired, but I also understand my responsibility, and I see ain't nobody else doing it. Like I said, I feel like God put me here in this place to do what I gotta do.
Yeah, so there's no stopping.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The passion that you have for making the music is the passion that we have when you put it out. We thank you so much for all of your contributions, not only to hip hop, but just entertainment, and not for the world, but for us black folk on BET.
That's right.
We thank you so much for being here. Everybody, you know where to find Magic City and American Fantasy on Stars. And outside of that, the music is everywhere. Thank you so much. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Oh, yes, that was great.